The Thursday of Inspiration right there. And yes, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. We bring it from all sides, all dimensions, just to ensure that your morning boost is indeed that morning boost that you need to start up your day. My name is Uduak Daniel, and I want to welcome you especially to the 23rd day in the month of May 2024. And yes, studio time is 3 minutes gone past the hour of 7 on the AM side. Stretch a little bit. I said it to you. Yes, the doctors have also advised that you do so. Stretch your body. It is very necessary, okay? And then tell yourself that, look, I'm in a brand new day. I'd like to greet you in a way that I love to, and that would be me saying, Gife. I'd like to say, Olojudu, finally, Una, good morning. Are you watching outside the shores of Nigeria, or you are domiciled in Nigeria and yet connecting via the online TV that we bring to your site visuals? That is, yeah, well, doing a good job you are. And yes, a thumbs up to you right there, looking at my hands. That's right, a thumbs up, double thumbs up actually, not just one, right? And then you're following across social media platforms just to see the audio visual radio experience that you can count on, that I keep saying every now and then because you gave us the bragging right. And yes, that makes us feel good. Well, you can get on to the YouTube channel, the Twitter handle, as well as the Facebook page wall, in case you've not signed up yet, in case you've not allowed yourself to be acknowledged. All right, so get onto these three basic social media platforms at Eagles FM Abuja. Do the needful, subscribe, follow, give us a like, and give us a following. And yes, you'll be glad you did. But we are not just stuck to these three. We are also very much available with a strong presence on TikTok. That's right. On Instagram. That's right. And that's where we are. We're keeping it real, up close and personal, right? All right. Well, I've got to give you just a couple of things just before we jump into it. But this is the pages where we get to look at the front pages of Nigerian newspapers, bring the headlines to you, and then you get to, in the course of the discourse, react or give us your 2 cents onto which of the headlines jumps at you, pops at you, or tickles your fancy, or better still, begs for your very, very critical, reaction. But you must do all of these within the ambits of civility and responsibility. All right, that's just what it is. I'll hand down the numbers into your eardrums just, in a short bit. But first, you need to be updated about certain things. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has directed all existing Bureau de Change operators to reapply for licenses. Now, the Apex Bank gave the directive in a circular issued by its Director of Financial Policy and Regulation Department, Haruna Mustafa, on Wednesday. Well, a federal high court in Abuja has granted temporary bail to former commander of the Force Intelligence Response Team, DCP Abakari, over his 50 million naira and a shorty in like sum. Well, a police officer attached to the enforcement team of the Jos Metropolitan Development Board, that is the JMDB, has been reportedly shot dead at Terminus Market, Jos, the capital of Plateau State. Well, it was gathered that the security operatives, including policemen and soldiers, have been mobilized recently by the state governor and the government to carry in the area. But does that warrant him being shot? Well, I'm sure investigations will indeed commence immediately on that one. Well, Speaker of the Cross River State House of Assembly, Elvert Ayembem, what a name, I like, has been impeached following a vote of no confidence passed by 2/3 majority of the assembly members. Honorable Effiong Karika, representing Calabar South 1, moved the motion on the floor of the assembly, supported by Omang, another name, of Bekwera State constituency. Okay. Now, in commemoration of his first anniversary in office, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed ministers to present. Bring it. Let me see your assessment now. Performance reports to Nigerians. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, while announcing this at a press briefing in Abuja on Wednesday, said the low-key first anniversary celebration would be marked with sectoral media briefings by the 47 federal ministers, starting on Thursday. Yay! I like it. Now, the tripartite committee of new minimum wage has adjourned till next Tuesday, May 28th, to continue deliberation after Wednesday's meeting in Abuja ended in a deadlock again. So it means yesterday it was deadlocked. The day before, yesterday, it was deadlocked. Okay, now the federal government, the organized private sector, and the organized labor failed to reach a consensus on the new minimum wage at the Wednesday meeting. Right. Okay, now the House of Representatives on Wednesday urged the federal government to renovate and convert its abandoned buildings and forfeited land locally and abroad for public use. The resolution of the House was sequel to the adoption of a motion titled Call to Convert Abandoned and Seized Properties, including buildings and lands, for public use. Okay. Right. But then the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, I was talking about the EFCC, has arrested over 200 suspects in connection with foreign exchange scams and manipulations of the financial markets. Yay. Sources said on Wednesday that over 200 suspected Bureau de Change operators were in EFCC custody across the country. All right. Nice work, EFCC. Well, the Naira on Wednesday depreciated in the parallel market to 1,495 Naira to a dollar from 1,470 Naira to a dollar on Tuesday. However, the Naira appreciated to 1,462 Naira per dollar in Nigerian autonomous foreign exchange market, NAFE. High Court sitting in Ibadan, the state capital, has granted female Muslim students at the University of Ibadan International School, Ibadan ISI, the right to wear hijab on top of their school uniforms. Oh, really? Now, the court presided over by Justice Moshood Ishola gave the judgment on Wednesday afternoon. All right. Now, you already know just a little bit, about everything, but now let's still bring the front page to your audiovisual consciousness. All right. I told you that I was going to give you the numbers in case you're just tuning in for the first time and you're wondering, what station is this? Okay, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and we give you an audiovisual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. This is the morning breakfast show, and we call it the Eagles Morning Rise. And this first segment is the pages, where we bring the headlines on front pages of major Nigerian newspapers into your consciousness. Right now, I said I was going to give you the numbers because at some point in the discourse, you also would add your voice loudly and clearly, but then in a most civil and responsible way, in the discourse. Now, the numbers for you to connect to the studio via would be, and if you're outside the shores of Nigeria right there watching, add the prefix +234 to these numbers: 0907-353-0044 or 0908-766-8888, or the WhatsApp portal number where you don't have to put a call through except we tell you otherwise. All right, but just for now, make sure that you send your voice notes to it. Make sure that you send a WhatsApp message to it, and if possible, also do well to send us a text message to this number: 0909-705-4450. Hits a nerve, doesn't it? Right? But as you also send your voice notes, please, I'd like to beg that you keep it short and simple. 1 minute 30 seconds is what it would be, okay, so that we can allow every other family member to have their voices being heard as well. And of course, your messages, okay, if you can. I understand that there might be a lot to talk about, but please, also, make it concise, okay? And that also goes on to the fact that when you put a call through, please go straight to the point, hit the nail on its head, right? Or hit the hammer on the head of the nail. Okay, that's it. All right, let's get on to the front page now. The Nation newspaper being the first that we're looking at, a big story: Forex crisis. BDCs to recapitalize, reapply in CBN reform plan. It's got just two riders to it. Apex Bank rejigs operations of foreign currency dealers. Second rider: street trading of Forex outlawed. And that story began on the front page of the Nation newspaper, and its continuation would be on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. Now let me take you to page 4 of the Nation newspaper. Follow me now, follow me. Government, labor shifts grounds in minimum wage talks. Government offers 57,000 naira, up from 54,000 naira, and labor has said 497,000 naira would be their benchmark. So, okay, labor has come down to 497,000 naira. All right, I think we're making progress, right? Aren't we? All right, well, that story is continued on page 4, started on the front page of the Nation newspaper. And just above the big story, 60 Nigerian students sent out of UK after expulsion from varsity. Now this is not a good one. Page 20 has got that story. And this one, which started on the front page as well, but continued on page 2. Page 2 seems to be a popular page now. Tinubu in support of autonomy for council, says Akume, right? And it's got 2 writers to it. First writer, Idris. It's low-key anniversary. Second writer, there's progress, says Bagudu. All right. Now, just above the Nation newspaper banner, how 386 were rescued from Sambisa. Okay. The troops stay in forest. Oh, I see. Are you serious now? Oh, come on. That is something I'd say a yay to. All right. That is the writer for that big story. How 386 were rescued from Sambisa and that stay in forest. Okay. They're now lodged there. More like their hotel is in the forest now. So please, let's give them a thumbs up. Right now, let's look at this one right now. Page 4, judges okay end of election petition before inauguration. Now, let me bring you to page 5 of the Nation. Emir of Kano, Bayero, hails Awujale's leadership style. And page 3 now, First Lady empowers women in fabric business. And now to the base of the Nation newspaper. President for Debbie's inauguration. All right, page 6 has got that one, and the last one with the Nation newspaper. Mohammed is FRC core Mashal. All right, page 3 has got that one now. Moving away from the Nation newspaper, bringing you the Daily Trust newspaper for today, the 23rd day in the month of May 2024. Big story: CNG, no conversion centers in 27 states. Got 3 writers to it, and let's get into it. High cost. Foreign exchange crisis, slow adoption. Second rider, owners of 15.5 million vehicles in dilemma. And the last rider to that one, federal government partners Algon to reach 774 local government areas. Alrighty, page 4 has got that big story. Now let's look just very much underneath or beneath or below the Daily Trust newspaper banner. Norway, Ireland, Spain to recognize Palestinian state, May 28. All right, you'd find the story on page 5. Sharp eyes, I tell you. Now, this one right here, why Tinubu's first year anniversary is low-key. Information Minister has got that to say. And you'd find that one on page 3 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Now, taking you to page 9, Zamfara lawmakers abducted daughters rescued after 17 months. Wow, that's a long time. But thank God for life, though. I just cannot imagine what they went through. Right, but then let's go look at the base of the Daily Trust newspaper. Kano Governor sign amended Emirates bill as Assembly passes law today. Page 6 has got that story. Mirik hails hijab victory in Ibadan courts. Page 10 has got that story to page 19. Righty. Okay, I'm jumping that one right there, and I'm bringing you something on Aviation College, page 19 as well. All right, Aviation College clears air on capacity constraints. All right, now let's move away from the Daily Trust and bring you the guard that stands, the Guardian, right? The Guardian newspaper, that is. Big story, 18-year-old construction work. From 9 billion naira in 2006, abandoned National Library to cost over 200 billion naira. Page 6 has got that story. 200 billion? Okay. Alrighty, well, that's what it is, though. That is the big story that the Guardian newspaper is fronting right there in the face of you. Okay, now I'm looking at this one on page 18. CBN reduces duty forex exchange rate 18th time in May as Naira trades above 500 Naira to a dollar. Oh, a Naira? Did I say 500? I beg your pardon. I need to rephrase and get back to the beginning of this particular headline. CBN reduces duty FX rate 18th time, or 8th time, I beg your pardon, in May as Naira trades above 1,500 Naira to a dollar. Page 18 has got that story. Lagos Correctional Centers overstretched by 104%, government says. News Page 5 has got that story. INEC knocks CX, likens council poll to coronation of candidates. Page 4 has got that story. First year in office, federal government eyes low-key ceremony, gives Tinubu pass mark. All right, federal government does that. Gives him a pass mark. All right, well, that's the president. He deserves a pass mark, don't you think? Now, see this one now. It is on page 3, that story. Okay, bringing this one to you now. Nigeria's gemstones exports hits 15.2 million US dollars, securing 30th place globally. Page 29 has got that one. Tinubu Obasanjo seek regional integration to deepen democracy. All right, page 4 has got that story. Abba Kyari gets bail after 27 months in detention. News Page 5 has got that story. And this is going to be the last one I'll be taking with the Guardian newspaper. Federal government says negotiation for minimum wage, not living wage, offers 57,000 naira. All right, now let's move you away from the Guardian newspaper now and bring the Vanguard newspaper to your audiovisual consciousness. And looking at the Vanguard newspaper, the big story, minimum wage talks, labor cuts demand to 497,000 naira. Federal government OPS offer 57,000 naira. Okay, it's got two writers. Yesterday's talks and in stalemate. Second writer, Uzodinma attends briefly as other governors shun minimum wage talks. Why are they shunning it? Anyways, well, you want to go find out more in that story, you better go check out page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper. Just to the side of the Vanguard newspaper, I would like to call this one the chest. Yes, the chest of the Vanguard newspaper front page. Currency crisis, UK varsity sends Nigerians packing. Ooh. That touched on me as though I'm the one who sent packing right there. Okay, page 8 has got that story. I'm looking at page 8 again. Quite popular now, page 8. Okay, reps query contractors over abandoned projects after 85% payment. Now, I see this one on page 9. Reform policies have attracted FDI, reduced inflation. Federal government is saying that one. And now to page 12, still with the chest of the Vanguard newspaper. Obaseki signs 404 billion naira revised 2024 budget into law. And keep in mind that Obaseki has barely how many months down to go? Maybe 6? I'm not very sure, but I know it's going to be leaving pretty soon. Okay, I see this one. Page 7, Edo Guba, Bishop Omede to lead LP's campaign council for Akpata. All right, now taking you to this one right now. EFCC NBA move to tackle lawyers aiding criminals to launder illicit funds. Oh, I see. So they are also complicit on it. All right, but you want to find that story, more about it. Page 9 heralds that story. Okay, so this one here, the president is making a very loud, strong statement. Solution to bad governance in Africa is more democracy. Right. Page 25 has got, page 26, I beg your pardon, has got that story. Finidi to Super Eagles, Nigeria, bigger than your club. Page 29 is having that story right there. And let's just look above the Vanguard newspaper banner. Europa League final, Lookman's hat trick clinches historic win for Atlanta. Page 5 has got that one. And the final one that I will be bringing into your audiovisual consciousness will be this one, and it says Shatima, Cardoso, others discuss Nigeria's economy today. All right. Okay, so that being said, just before we jump into the other daily, talking about the Punch newspaper, let's go pay some bills. We will be right back. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
No AC? No problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
This Children's Day, join IVR Arcade and Bowling for an unforgettable celebration of joy, laughter, and endless fun. Are you ready for a day filled with excitement and adventure? Then mark your calendars and get ready to be amazed. From thrilling virtual reality, arcade games, bowling, soft playground, to mesmerizing performances, there's something for everyone. Feeling hungry? Indulge in delicious treats and snacks that will satisfy your taste buds and keep you energized for all the fun ahead. Join IVR Arcade and Bowling on May 25th, 26th for Superhero Day and 27th for Children's Day at second floor Cookies Mall by Nitel Junction, Ademola Adetukumbo Crescent, Wuse 2, FCT, Abuja. At IVR Arcade and Bowling, fun and magic never ends.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Stay here on this dial, Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Remember, we give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day, and we're still taking the pages right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. In case you're wondering who I am, my name is Udwak Daniel. Let's look at the pages now. I told you that we're making our next stop with the Punch newspaper, right? And yes, the next stop indeed is the Punch newspaper as I bring it, into your audiovisual sensation right there. Okay, so the Punch newspaper has got this one big story. First anniversary, Tinubu directs 47 ministers to showcase scorecards, and page 2 has got that story. They tag it first anniversary, but I don't know why it's written in red though. But it's just it's got one writer to it. President plans low-key celebration. Ministers begin sectoral briefings today. All right, and just to the side of the Punch newspaper banner, minimum wage. Labour wants 497,000 naira. Federal government laments paucity of funds. Page 12 has got that story. Now let's look at the base of the Punch newspaper. Federal government canvasses regional military force to counter coup threats. Page 22. Sharp eyes I got now. Page 22 has got that story right there. Still with the base of the Punch newspaper. Reps want seized property converted to government offices. Alrighty. Page 7 has got that one. Now to page 4. Okay, I'll just take you to page 20 now. Forex, 200 BDC operators arrested. EFCC alleges fraud. Okay, now just above the Punch newspaper banner, electricity subsidy gulps 629 billion naira as discos generate 1.1 trillion naira. Page 19 has got that story. BDC agents reject new CBN licensing guidelines. Page 20 has got that story. And the last story that I'll be bringing for you to your consciousness would be Tinubu replaces BU as FRC boss, appoints Mohammed. All right, page 7 has got that story with the Punch newspaper. Finally, we'll bring the Nigerian Tribune newspapers to your eardrums as well as your visuals, okay? All right, the big story, front page, Nigerian Tribune. Over 1 year in office, economic pains, hardships, unintended, federal government says. Page 2 has got that story, and it's got two writers to it. Ministers apologize to Nigerians. Oh, okay, no problem. Second writer, say Tinubu laying foundation for nation's growth. All right, I see this one. CBN directs BDCs to reapply for license. Page 6 has got that story. Federal government prohibits money ritual smoking scenes in Nollywood. Page 3 has got that story. Tax security at Kano Assembly over Emirate Council bill. You want to find what's about that story? Page 2 heralds it. And now to this one right here is seeming as though it's another I call it a sub big story on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Minimum wage written in red. Labour pegs demand at 497,000 naira as federal government private sector settle for 57,000 naira. Page 2 has got that story now. On insecurity, we are not aiding terrorism, DHQ, replies Katsina governor. It's got one writer to it, asks him to substantiate allegations. Page 2 has got that story. Page 14, I beg your pardon. Praying man drowns at Lagos Beach. Divers seek body. Praying man drowns at Lagos Beach. Divers seek body. Okay, page 14. All right, I'm just going to walk past that one right there. Court grants Abakari 2 weeks bail for mother's burial. All right, page 2 has got that story. And just above, the Nigerian Tribune newspaper talking about the apex, the apogee, the zenith, the peak, the height of it, the top of it. Over 380 Nigerians kidnapped in January. Reps have got that to say, and it's got one writer to it to forward security-related resolutions to NSA. Page 28 holding that story down. And finally now, Jonathan Atiku Sambo Wabara, PDP governor, is part of 152-member National Campaign Council for Edo election. I see. Page 2 has got that story right there. All right, it's time for you to join the conversation right now. Bring your 2 cents in the most civil and responsible way. Keep it short and simple. Go straight to the point, and please don't attack anybody, as everybody is entitled to their opinion. But please also be sure to note that we are one family, and the idea is not to destroy or to cause retrogression or stagnancy, but it is for us to chart away towards a better Nigeria. All right, once again, the number 0907 353 0044, the other number 0908 766 8888, and the WhatsApp portal number 0909 705 4450. All right, that's the number to call already. Taking this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Moses, yeah?
Good morning. Yeah, this is Moses.
Welcome aboard, Moses. Welcome aboard. Wonderful. What about yours?
Yeah, fine.
Awesome.
Terry was granted 2 weeks.
Sorry? Moses, can you please speak up a bit so we can hear?
I see one of your headlines that says that Abakari was granted 2 weeks to a month for the death of his mom.
Well, yeah, make preparations and all of that, yeah.
I think I want to find that is there any who is under people who were suspected in Sambisa?
Right.
Then I want to also encourage that now that they are short of manpower, there are some of our retirees. They are well trained. Some of our soldiers are Nigerian and they are retired and they are still active. They can still bring them back.
Okay.
Yeah, at least if you can place them on contract to them, leave them like that. They begin to look on those retirees and bring them back. Thank God for the kudos that they say Nigerian policemen will add 5 years to their services. Instead of 35, it should be 60, or their age to be above what they have. I don't know whether you read the news. So it's just to encourage the manpower that we have in our time. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Moses. One right there. Yes, the conversation is still going on right here, and you can join the discourse. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Sorry? All right. I'm not really hearing you clearly. Yes. All right. All right. Go ahead, though. Let's hear your thoughts. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Right. All right, thank you so much, though, for that one right there. It's quite unfortunate. The needful has to be done, but you also need to understand that based on that rescue, if you go on the Nation newspaper, you would see, talks about how the 386 were rescued from Sambisa, and there is talks. One writer affirms that troops stay in the forest. They actually live there now, all right, to ensure that our lives and those who are in captivity got their freedom. Hello, good morning. Yes, good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Oh, come on. You need to call back. So sorry about that. Can you hear me? Oh, come on. All right, that's a miss, though. All right, let's keep it coming, though, and get to know what your thoughts, your 2 cents are. Good morning.
Good morning, Edward.
Good morning to you, Elder.
Edward Naga is my name.
Welcome aboard, Elder.
Good morning. The offense of Abatiari is a felony offense.
Yeah.
You see, Nigeria has lost the good material. Abatiari was trained by a special force. I mean, that's why he achieved many things. He achieved many crimes in Nigeria here. Let Nigeria take the record of Abatiari now. Where was it? The criminal has rise in Nigeria. There are 2,000 people when there's no Abatiari. We, the security experts, we are appealing to the government. Let him solve the problem with Americans and the NDLA. Let that man go back to jail. The achievement of Abatiari for 1 month is more than what they achieved since when they became Abatiari. Abatiari offense is a valuable offense. They're supposed to bail him in. But the politics, because they want to track him down, let those criminals continue. That's why they're putting for detention there. People who have NDLA case, more than Abatiari, they are working free, they are belly. Why somebody will speak against the release of Abatiari? They plan for him in America, hotspot case in American plan for him. In Nigeria, they plan for him. Because Abatiari was crying. Even in Kaduna Road, when they give to Abatiari for 6 months, there's no kidnapping there. Look what Abatiari do in the east. We should check record of somebody. Abatiari. And then that city, River State, and then the city in the Edo State. They are trained by special force. That's why you see, say, all their work, all their achievements, before you know they have achieved something. Those people, we're not supposed to play with them.
All right,
and they are part of achievement of Sambisa.
Right.
That is Sambisa. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You might want to wrap up so that we can...
Yes. That achievement in Sambisa, I agree with them. But we to say we have a special force in Nigeria. We make a quota at Sambisa there.
All
but
right.
we tell them about the special force. Nobody answers.
All right.
And then government tend to form it. But nothing that prevent them. The same thing nothing that do.
All right, Elder, so that we can have we can have others. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, Elder, as much as we understand, the fact that Abatiari might have some good, quality training and everything, it doesn't also remove the fact that he was somewhat indicted and he was found culpable, and we should not encourage that. But giving him the 2 weeks to go for the right burial of his mother, I think that is a step in the right direction. It doesn't, mean anything harmful or hurtful. Well, I've got bills like this. Is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
No AC? No problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Here's a story about two friends, Princess and Grace. These babes, are Gen Z baddies. You know now, them get small scoin. One evening, police stopped a bus Grace was riding in, and she was the only one that this officer arrested. She was flabbergasted.
Officer, why me? Because of my hair?
Before uncle, by their hair you shall know them. My friend, let's go to the station.
Stop harassing me.
2 days later, the same police officer, that same one, wanted to arrest Grace's friend for the same reason.
Oga Police profiling according to look.
Couldn't believe it. Who would you rather be in this story?
Am I dreaming? This thing, if it happen,
if we all know and follow the Police Act 2020, if it happen.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Indeed, you're tuning in and locked on to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Still taking your reactions, taking this call. Hello, good morning. Please, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Bright. I need to start taking in your...
A one by somebody that has not been given there because if anything happens to him, they give him concession because of that thing. Is that the law? Which law? I want to say, I hope you are a lawyer and a journalist. I want you to read that law for us. And I come to the officer that went to the east, and when he killed people, he will be keeping it on the faces of...
Hello? Yeah, okay.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Of one man, and he converts the whole money, and the building to his place, or the body conviction. And the case has been there since. It has not been run down. If you want anything to be happen in Nigeria, let the court decide this is real.
Okay, all right, Bright, you've given your thoughts right there. Taking yet another call. See me now taking this. Okay, great. Hello, good morning.
Hello, what is Edward? Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, please. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I greet all the callers from Donatus calling from Niger.
Donatus, welcome aboard.
A minister apologized. What he apologizing for? What have been given to you for you to carry on your duty, and you fail, you are now apologizing. I mean, for me, he should return back the whole fund that has been given to him before apologizing. Government is not a tradition of a king.
Right.
Understand? We cannot continue like this. If everybody continue apologizing, when are we going to get it right? I mean, it's either you resign.
Right.
If you are not capable of doing the work, you resign. Instead of apologizing. That's my take. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Instead of apologizing, ministers, instead of apologizing, just resign. That's what Donatus is saying right there. And yes, Bright, you asked a question. Well, it is okay in the ambits of the Nigerian constitution and laws to allow Abba Kyari to bury his late mother. Well, the constitution and the laws of Nigeria guarantee the rights such as burying a deceased family member. All right. So specifically, Section 35 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken, as amended, somewhat provides for the right to freedom of movement, which includes the right to move freely throughout Nigeria and to reside in any part of the country. Additionally, if you also want to consider Section 37 of the Constitution, it also gives the right to privacy, which includes the rights to family and even personal life. So all of that are the rights that Abba Kyari still enjoys. All right, so yeah, it's okay to do to the WhatsApp portal. Hello, good morning.
Thank you, my brother. Good morning. This is Kennedy, but you can call me King Kennedy.
King K, welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I just want to ask, you read one headline that talks about pass mark to President Tinubu.
Yeah, the government is doing the pass mark.
Yes, I want to know which area of his government that they paid him that. Is it based on the price of fuel? Is it based on the electricity we're enjoying? Or are we having better hospitals and better schools? I just wish they come out and tell us, the area. Let's be very happy and let's know that they are telling us the truth. But if in case you want to know, if I was the president, you go to any radio station, let the citizen call and then let you know your performances. That's where you know whether you're working or not, because people around you will always give you that kind of praises that you deserve. Now, talking about Abba Kyari, I want to ask you, peradventure, I am arrested today and I am in the prison and I lost my beloved one. So constitutionally, I will be allowed to go and bury my person that I lost, and after that thing come back. Is it allowed? So that let's just establish it. Please just educate us, because when you are talking about freedom of movement, I don't think somebody that is in custody have that freedom to enjoy. Thank you. I'm waiting for your explanation. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, for that. I'm not the judiciary. I'm not a judge. But if a judge has presided over that case and has deemed it fit for such to happen, and just don't get it wrong. I think is Justice Emeka Nwite right there. Don't get it wrong. There was a 50 million naira deposit, right? There was a 15 million naira deposit and shorty in the likes to allow for that to even happen in the first place. Okay, so yeah, let's not mistake that. If the judge has said so, the judge represents more the Constitution than I do, because the judge allows to interpret it. Okay, so let's leave that for what it is. All right, so okay, looking just let's get on to the WhatsApp portal, so that I'm not going to leave any of the family member out of or disenfranchise a family member from adding his or her voice in the discourse this morning, right? And in case you're wondering if what the WhatsApp portal number is, it is 0909-705-4450. All right, so I'll take the messages just yet before we jump into the voice messages. All right, so I see this one. It says, good morning to you, my brother Drag Daniel, and all your technical team. Good morning to you too. Thank you. It says, this is a reasonable amount instead of all this offer of chicken change as if they are pricing tomatoes in markets. One thing is to discuss economy. Another thing is to make it real, because we are tired of talk show. Any economic discussion that will not put food on the masses table is nothing but talk show. Have a great day and happy day. UD says, thank you, far too kind. All right, so I see another message right here, and this one says, good morning, UD. Good morning to you too. How are you doing? Oh, very well, thank you. And very hooking up to point out one thing he has done in the last 1 year. Please, this is just what I want. For me, he has achieved taxing Nigerians, and Nigerians are seriously hungry. Life is unbearable for many, Buhari said. We'll miss when he leaves. Oh, we'll miss him when he leaves. We are indeed missing him. Well, I'm not missing. I don't think I'm missing him right now. All right. I just want things to be better. That's what I want to be able to miss. If that past administration was really, really good, then maybe I might miss him. Well, he goes on to saying, God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Joseph from Biakasa chatting from the office. All right. Thank you. He says, thank you. You're welcome to you, Joseph, right there. All right. Well, that's your take, though. I mean, looking at this one now. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning to you. I'm listening from Nasarawa State. Did I hear you say, Gary, given the opportunity to go bury his late mother? It's the opportunity with 50 million naira plus two shorty, more than 100 million naira. I would advise Gary to shelve the idea of buying 2 weeks from freedom to go bury his mother. All the family members can give her befitting burial. Oh, come on, it can be Hundu right there. Well, it's your take, though. It's your take. But I mean, we should also be human, don't you think? Right? I'm just saying, though. But anyways, I see Comrade Ulobasi. Well, Comrade, I see your effort. Well done. I appreciate it, right? It might take some time, but yes, we'll get used to it. And he goes on to saying, good morning, Obongudwak Daniel. Okay, at work. Oh, yes. I'm always vibing positively. All right, it says, while giving itself a pass mark and shamelessly embarking on self-adulation, the federal government has shown the highest disregard to the feelings of Nigerians in its proposed celebration of 1 year anniversary in power. Well, why not leave the scorecard of this administration to the public to give the mark? Remember, we must have to practice what we preach for the country to move forward. God bless Nigeria. Comrade Ulobasi, contributing from Buhari Area Council FCT right there. But look, Comrade, you make some great points then. But then, can we not also just say, hey, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, well done. I mean, we are seeing a scorecard. I don't think we've ever experienced a scorecard where a sitting president would say that, hey, my ministers, ministries and all of that, come here, give account, let me know what's going on out there, let me know how much you performed. I think we should give him a thumbs up. Well, I give him a thumbs up and I say a yay to that. But then looking at other, concerns that you have, it's still a work in progress. For me, it's a work in progress. If you can show me this body language from the very start, calling those under you to account, it means that you probably will do more. And if you find anybody who's not living up to expectation, please boot them out. That's my own plea to the president. Boot such a person out. Take him out of that place and put, credible Nigerians there to do the needful. All right, looking at the WhatsApp portal still, and this time looking at the voice notes. Let's go hear from you, your thoughts as to what you think about which of these headlines jumps at you or tickles your fancy in one way or the other. Let's begin with this one right here. All right. Please, as you also send your voice notes, ensure that you keep it very, very short and simple. 1 minute 30 seconds is what is the time allotted, so we don't have to, cut you out or cut you off. All right, I'm still trying to put this one down right here. Okay. What's going on? Okay. Right, let's look at yet another one. Family member sending me a song right there. I guess it's a song boost for the morning, I guess. Taking this one. Why is it not connecting? What's going on? All right, I'm still battling, with trying to connect okay, I think I've finally found an answer to that one. Okay, let's get it. Let's try again.
From Upper Settlement once again. I want to comment on Abakari issue court.
Okay.
Good morning, Woodward Daniel.
All right, good morning.
My name is Joseph, voicing from Upper Settlement once again. I greet you.
All right.
I want to comment on Abakari issue court grant him 2 weeks bail. That's good. But my question is this. People that committed crime, they are in their very places roaming freely. Abakari is in the court detention. Why? I want to ask the Nigerian police, what have they done to defend or to support Abakari? We are missing Abakari seriously because his achievement is more than what we expected. All the kidnappers, banditry and whatsoever. Imagine how Abakari was running with his boys in Abuja to Kaduna way. Things were moving smoothly until when this mess up came up and Abakari is nowhere to be found. Nobody is saying anything. We're not even hearing from the Nigerian police trying to defend him. Is that how it's supposed to be?
All right.
Please, they should try and do something about this thing. Please. We are begging. We are missing him.
Okay. Right. Let's go to yet another one now.
Yeah, good morning, Udak. All callers and listeners.
Good morning to you.
My name is Eric from Usetu.
All right, Eric.
On nation building and the state of our nation. In as much as we try to be optimistic with our current realities of the happenings in the country, honestly, I think we are still far from being a saner climb. Yes, Nigeria is a blessed country, a great country, so endowed with natural resources, but we are plagued with selfish leaders, greedy leaders who are self-centered, who are also a product of the society. Yeah, someone was talking about the followers, and we don't also forget that a leader today was once a follower. So we are all product of this same society.
Right.
Until we start doing things the right way. In as much as we want to compare ourselves with all those advanced countries, we also ask ourselves, the way we do things here, is it the same way they do things over there? People are not punished for crimes. People will steal money in billions, and nothing will come out of it at the end of the day. Is this how we want to progress as a people? Honestly, we are just lying to ourselves, and that's the greatest injustice any man can do to himself when you keep lying to yourselves. But like I said, this government will be 1 year in office next week. Honestly, we can't afford to waste another 4 years to start with, because this man may end up spending 2 terms. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
All right. Thank you for that, Eric. Taking yet another.
Good morning, Mr. Dr. Daniel, the man with the golden voice.
Good morning to you too.
Happy Nick. The alliances of Peter Obi and the PDP. It will be much better for them. United we stand, divided we fall.
Right.
But Nigeria, this is Triple D from Waru.
All right, I think Triple D.
Good morning.
That was the
Dr. Daniel, the man with the golden voice.
Yes. Good
We
morning.
thank God for the gift of life and Happy New Day. UK sent over 60 students out packing. That is not a good signal for our country called Nigeria.
Right.
Meanwhile, the government want to do a celebration in a very low key. Whatever they want to call it, they should remember Nigerians are passing through tough time. Meanwhile, well done to our gallant officer for rescuing the abducted members. God bless Nigeria. Triple D from Waru.
All right, Triple D right there. It's got a DDD. That's what it means. All the way from Waru. Thank you. I mean, the gallons from the latest that we found on the front page. Let me see which of the dailies was it. If I'm not mistaken, that should be the Nation newspaper front page, where there was a report about how the 386 were rescued from Sambisa, and troops stay in forest. That is the writer. You might want to as well go check out, that particular story. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Morning, sir.
Yes, good morning to you. Good morning, I can hear you.
How are you? My name is Nabribi Brother, calling from Osako.
Right, welcome, BB. Blessing.
I wish everybody, the last caller, everybody. See, I want to ask, anything where it goes for Bala, it goes for whether na Burundi, I don't know what I go call her. If they say make the release Abakari, may go bury a mother, fine, good. But in the Kanu, that day, make the release and may go see family.
Right.
Not be saying that, yes, make the release in the Kanu.
All right, Blessing, so that we don't mix things up, okay? There is a case of terrorism, and this is a case of maybe theft, so that we don't mix things up, okay? Let's face it the way it is, okay? Conversation is still going on here, and you are yet to bring your voice in. I want to appreciate you, first of all. You're driving in your car and you've decided to select us as the station to listen to. Thank you, far too kind. You're doing very well, thank you. And of course you are at your workplace, maybe at the banks as well, and it is the Eagles dial that is serenading the atmosphere. Thank you. You're home and you're listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Thank you. Starting the day with us is indeed something that we don't take for granted. Yeah. All right. Let's just look at some. We made some talk. There was some talk about the headline that talks about the government giving the Tinubu administration a pass mark or a thumbs up for its accomplishments in the first year. And some of that would be the fact that, well, there's talks about cutting down inflation, creating jobs, stabilizing the economy, fostering sustainable growth, attracting foreign investment, improving the nation's infrastructure, decentralizing the power sector, safeguarding personal information and promoting data protection practices in Nigeria, removing fuel subsidy, right? And the last one, of course, based on that very, that very pass mark headline from the federal government to the president. The last one showing resilience and potential for growth in the economy. Well, that's what is right there, right? Okay, so let's see if we could take maybe one more call, and then we'll take over the on-air atmosphere and bring Sports on Eagles Wings to your audiovisual consciousness. Hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, I'm trying to take this call. It's not working. Don't know what's going on, but I think it's a technical issue, network, I'm sure. But now let's just get this voice note from a family member right there and hear what he or she has to say.
Good morning, sir. How was your night?
Very well.
Good morning. Minister Alhaji Salati, I greet you, sir, and I greet all our listeners. Please, I'm so sorry, sir. I hope today you play this my voice note. The one that you play yesterday is not the one that I sent that yesterday. The one that I sent you last week is the one that you play yesterday, please, sir. But I'm so sorry. But I hope you will be correct, sir. Sir, even the thing that we talked yesterday, the same that we will talk today. The issue of this foil that we are talking about. Wallahi, people are really suffering. Like Master Salasi said, when you go to
okay.
Master UG,
I think this is the correct one. All right.
Just to hear that they want to give the hero DPC Abba Kyari a temporary bail. It's a very welcome development, and I pray from this temporary should be permanent. We know that what Abba Kyari has done, it is not good truly, but the good job that he's played, that he do in this country, truly he's more than what people are accusing as a bad person. You understand? Even yes, no matter how you be good, one day you do bad thing, they will just judge you as a bad person. So truly what Abba Kyari has done, we know is totally wrong, but we pray from this one when he go, he will be permanently, finally, that they release him. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Well, you're saying that you hope that this, could just lead to his release. Like I said earlier, I would not be an advocate for a bad thing that has been done. Somebody does something bad that hurts the country, hurts our sensibilities as Nigerians, and then you let such a person go scot-free. But I mean, in the instance where the judge has come out to saying that, look, I think I can give you, a bail just to go for your mother's burial. I think it's humane. It's only humane to allow for that to happen, because such a ceremony is once in a lifetime, ceremony, and you should not deprive anybody the opportunity to experience the last and final moments with their loved ones. Well, this is where we would call it a close right here on the page.